Is it dinner time already? I just finished my prayers if you'd like to walk together. Of course I'm available. If you need help, I am more than eager to oblige. Come in, take a seat on my chaise and I'll fetch a staff right away. Oh, do you need help walking? Oh, sorry, from the way you said you needed help, I just assumed you meant you were hurt. If it's advice you need, then let's sit together and you can tell me what's on your mind. It wasn't too uncommon for visitors to come to the priory where I grew up and ask the priestesses for advice. I hesitate to call myself an expert, but I have given my counsel before. I suppose it just depends on what sort of advice you're seeking. Ah, well, yes. I don't know of anyone who hasn't kept at least one secret, either their own or someone else's. Are you finding one especially burdensome? I know that kind of secret well. It's the kind that's so close to your very core, you feel like you can't be fully known unless you share it. Is that how you're feeling? You don't have to tell me your secret if you don't want to. I think I can understand even without knowing what part of you makes you feel this way. That's good at least. Feeling shame about the secret only makes it that much harder to bear. I'm glad, if nothing else, that you feel at peace with it behind closed doors. As for being afraid of the impact the secret has on everyone around you, I think there are a few elements to weigh in the situation. Most importantly, will telling someone this secret put people in danger? Or, on the other hand, will not telling them put them in danger? Sometimes the two overlap, too. Do you see this brand on my right hand? It's a sign of my Zophian royal lineage. For most of my life, I've had to hide my true identity just to keep myself and my nation safe. Oh, please, don't trouble yourself. I'm here as an ally, not in any official capacity, so please, relax. The reason I'm telling you this is to help explain the impact our secrets can have. Even though keeping my true identity a secret protected so many people, it also put my closest friends at risk. They had no idea how dangerous it could be to be close to me, until villains who discovered my identity came after us. To my friends, it felt like it was all coming out of nowhere. Because I never told them, they never understood the risks they were taking by being with me, or the danger I was constantly in. They didn't know how to support me. Yes, keeping the secret put people at risk even while it kept others safe. It took me a long time to find a way to reconcile the two. Alm helped me. He reminded me that my friends had the right to decide for themselves if they wanted to take those risks. After I realized I was endangering them, I tried to separate myself so that my secret wouldn't hurt them. But not knowing why I chose to leave made them feel more hurt and confused. Once I finally confessed the truth, I was afraid of the ways it would change our relationship. But so many of them stood loyal and told me they would have stayed with me through it all, even if I had told them back at the start. It was such a relief, and somehow still hard to hear. Knowing it could have been easier if I'd been more willing to trust them made me feel really guilty. Well, that's not to say it's always the same. There are different kinds of secrets. I understood my role as the princess. I wasn't keeping my true self a secret because of shame or uncertainty I felt toward it. But there are some secrets about ourselves that we're still contending with. No one should have to expose their most vulnerable sides before they feel ready, even if they think their loved ones would understand. And if you never feel like telling other people your full truth, you don't have to. It belongs to you. So you feel like it's harder to be true to yourself, so long as you keep this part of yourself hidden? That is difficult. It sounds like keeping it is uncomfortable, maybe even hurting you. But you must have a reason why you've kept it for so long. What holds you back? I understand. Sometimes people do react poorly, even dangerously. I definitely think if this is the kind of secret some people find polarizing, it's important to prioritize your safety. You don't have to share the truth with people who would hurt you for it. In my opinion, they don't deserve so much trust. I would hope it's different with your close friends. These are the people you know best in the whole world. If they haven't already told you how they feel about people with identities like yours, it likely wouldn't be too hard to find out. And if you know they won't react well or support you if they find out, well, I hate to say it, but in that case, they aren't your true friends. You are the expert on yourself. If you've put so much thought into this that it eats away at you not to tell someone, then it's not something that will just go away lightly. If your friends were the type to reject you for it, keeping it a secret can keep you safe, but it won't change the fact that you have friends who won't stand by the real you. All it does is shield you from having to face their betrayal head on. I'm sorry. I know that's difficult to hear. I should be clear that I don't judge you. Even if you decide to keep these fair weather friends and only show them the parts of yourself you know they can digest, well, it's your right to choose how you'll find your peace. No one is entitled to all of you, and you don't owe anyone your full vulnerable self. Mila granted us internal thought for a reason. But, as a true friend, I do want to see you surrounded by supportive, loving allies. Battles wage on, and we need to find our safety however we can. But outside of battle, Wherever we have the freedom to build our lives in whatever direction we choose, we also have the freedom to move on from people who would drag us down if they saw us for who we really are. It is hard, but you deserve someone who will fight for you and your freedom to be your true self, not someone who only loves the mask you wear. I promise you that I will be one such friend, no matter what lies beneath your mask. And please don't feel pressured by this oath. You still don't have to tell me anything you're not ready to. Well, if you're sure, then I'm very grateful to have your trust. That's wonderful. Thank you for telling me. I promise it doesn't make a single difference in how I see you. But I should ask, are there any adjustments you'd like me to make in how we interact now that I know? Absolutely. I'm happy to make any shift you like, all on your terms. Thank you again for being brave enough to trust me. I do love you dearly, and I am most proud of you.